Yeah, I'll come over this way too. One of the scary things that we've got to move over here. The camera lady says, "Yep." The scary things is that right from the start of the journey that Sarah and I have sort of been making, is that we think we come to the end of scandal, the end of each little bit. No, we think, oh yes, it stopped and started with Cheel for Sarah for a moment until she said to me, have a look at this from Kapuni. And I'm looking at different things from Kapuni, and then we look at another little group to see if there's a pattern. And again, we find things. And Sarah's, she's the absolute perfect person that grabs out the little fine details of maps and documents. She reads things that other people don't even see. But the big thing is that, again, we find a pattern. Oil activity, water intakes, and the relationship and what is happening in that water. And as soon as you ask questions, people say, put the facts down, put the facts down. You put them down and they ignore them. And so here we have the Inglewood water supply. When we drive up, Sarah will explain a little bit about the loop and where the testing pits and everything are, and some of the stretchings out. This is also the same road that people have stood up and are holding up tag at the moment.
Right.
And
the one over, sorry.
Yeah, next one over.
Next one over, we'll go past there as well.
And but people do get rubbish for standing up and vilified, and that family have as well, quite publicly, and this is the thing that puts people down. And I think the thing that we keep watching and seeing is finding this sort of corporate put down, and unfortunately it's by our own elected people, and constantly. And so there. But anyway, I'll put over to Sarah and she'll explain just a bit more about the loop. And
right, from here, what we're going to do is this is the water tank where the water gets held, just up the road. It'll be hard to pick out, but basically there's some shafts that you'll see from the side of the road. That's the water tank just directly from the stream. Then you'll see where the production station is. It's not particularly visual. The mountain isn't out at the moment, but basically it shows you that in a line is discharge, take, and the tanks where they hold them. And over here, just not far from here, is where they actually test the water to see if it's all right from where they discharge it. So,
sorry Sarah, back to basics for me.
Yep.
This is just the Inglewood water supply we're talking about at the moment.
Yeah, this is the Inglewood water supply. So it's something similar to what we're trying to show at South Taranaki District Council with the Kapuni water, the water coming from right beside the oil and gas. It's really difficult to understand why the water can't come directly off the mountain, why they can't put pipes further up and have it come from there. Because regardless of whether they discharge on any day from the oil companies, I think that there's a potential at any time for there to be a risk from an oil production station that it shouldn't be right beside your water, and particularly not right beside where your drinking water comes from. And that's how I feel about Kapuni as well. I think potentially, there might not be anything wrong, but potentially if you're right beside an oil and gas company and something does go wrong, your water take is immediately there. Why can't they put it higher up so there is no risk at all?
And then the other thing that compounds that, this belt through here averages over an inch of rainfall a year, a day rather. And so 365 inches a year falls through this area here. Any spill can be washed down into the water supply on any day. It's very seldom that it has a rain-free day through this area. It matches the Haas Pass in terms of its rainfall, and there's just a wee belt that goes through. So, as soon as those consents that come out and says untreated stormwater, whatever's on the ground can come down. Kapuni only has about 90 inches a year.
Are there any land farms that way towards the mountain as well?
There's
I know
land
there's
farms.
some that way.
Yeah, there's land farms towards the mountain that way. There's land farms up along the coast that way, and land farms down towards the coast on that side. So yeah, the land farms do border on the national park. And what Mike was saying about the water, it's not just here. just about every well site has a discharge to water. So all the waterways interconnect. When we were standing at Nairi Ponds, those waters go through Eltham. When we're standing at Kapuni, those waters go to the water supply for lots and lots of people. So every piece of water connects with other water and then obviously goes to the sea. And so here's another, we just wanted to show you 3 different examples of what it looks like so that you can see that it doesn't seem to matter where they place them, it doesn't seem to work. Not in the way that we're looking at the moment. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. No.
And then we'll head back, we'll go past another rig on the way back on Bedford Road, past Sidewinder, but you can't see it from the road, and then we'll head back to Nairi. I think we're just about done our dash. Thank you. Thanks.
And you can see, I think, the way in Taranaki people have come blasé because there's just so much.
Yes, everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking as we're coming up about all these lifestyle blocks, and they've got the pipes right next door to the door, and you don't think about it anymore.